Storage. Storage is a core component in a data center. A storage device uses magnetic, optic or solid state media. Disks, tapes and diskettes use magnetic media, whereas CD, DVD uses optical media for storage. Removable flash memory or flash drives are examples of solid state media. Data is stored on the tape linearly along the length of the tape. Search and retrieval of data are done sequentially, and it invariably takes several seconds to access the data. As a result, random data access is slow and time consuming. This limits tapes as a viable option for applications that require real-time rapid access of data. In a shared computing environment, data stored on tape cannot be accessed by multiple applications simultaneously, restricting its use to one application at a time. On a tape drive, the read-write head touches the tape surface, so the tape degrades or wears out after repeated use. The storage and retrieval requirements of data from the tape and the overhead associated with managing the tape media are significant. Storage is popular in small single-user computing environments. It is frequently used by the individuals to store photos or as a backup medium on personal or laptop computers. It is also used as a distribution medium for small applications such as games, or as a means to transfer small amounts of data from one computer to another. Computers for storing and accessing data for performance-intensive online applications. Disks support rapid access to random data locations. Disk drive components. The key components of hard disk drive are plater, spindle, read-write head, actuator arm assembly and controller. Input-output operations in a HDD are performed by rapidly moving the arm across the rotating flat plater coated with magnetic particles. Data is transferred between the disk controller and magnetic plater through the read-write head, which is attached to the arm. Data can be recorded and erased on magnetic platers any number of times. Following sections detail the different components of the disk drive. The mechanism for organizing and storing data on disks and the factors affect disk performance. We have a picture of disk drive with its components: plater, spindle, actuator arm, read-write head, controller board, HDA interface and the power connector. Plater. A typical HDD consists of one or more flat circular disks called plater. The data is recorded on these platers in binary codes, zeros and ones. The set of rotating plater is sealed in a case called the head disk assembly. A plater is a rigid round disk coated with magnetic material on both surfaces. The data is encoded by polarizing the magnetic area or domains of the disk surface. Data can be returned to or read from both surfaces of the plater. The number of platers and the storage capacity of each plater determine the total capacity of the drive. We have a picture which represents the spindle and plater. Spindle. A spindle connects all the platers and is connected to a motor. The motor of the spindle rotates with a constant speed. The disk plater spins at a speed of several thousands of revolutions per minute. Common spindle speeds are 5000 rotations per minute, 7200 rotations per minute, 10,000 rotations per minute, 15,000 rotations per minute. The speed of the plater is increasing with improvements in technology, although the extent to which it can be improved is limited. Read-write head. Read-write heads reads and writes data from or to plater. Drives have 2 read-write heads per plater, one for each surface of the plater. The read-write head changes the magnetic polarization on the surface of the plater when writing data. While reading data, the head detects the magnetic polarization on the surface of the plater. During reads and writes, the read-write head senses the magnetic polarization and never touches the surface of the plotter. When the spindle is rotating, there is a microscopic air gap maintained between read-write heads and the plater known as head flying height. This air gap is removed when the spindle stops rotating and the read-write head rests on a special area on the platter near the spindle. This area is called the landing zone. The landing zone is coated with a lubricant to reduce friction between head and the platter. The logic on the disk drive ensures that heads are removed to the landing zone before they touch the surface. If the drive malfunctions and the read-write head accidentally touches the surface of the platter outside the landing zone, a head crash occurs. In a head crash, the magnetic coating on the platter is scratched and may cause damage to read-write head. A head crash generally results in data loss. Actuator arm assembly. Read-write heads are mounted on the actuator arm assembly, which positions the read-write head at the location on the platter where the data needs to be written or read. The read-write head for all platters on a drive are attached to one actuator arm assembly and moves across the platter simultaneously. Now we have the structure of an actuator arm assembly, which has a read-write head, actuator arm, spindle, etc. Drive controller board. The controller is a printed circuit board mounted at the bottom of a disk drive. It consists of a microprocessor, internal memory, circuitry and firmware. The firmware controls the power to the spindle motor and the speed of the motor. It also manages the communication between the drive and the host. In addition, it controls the read-write operations by moving the actuator arm and switching between different read-write heads and performs the optimization of data access. Physical disk structure. Data on the disk is recorded on tracks, which are concentric rings on the platter around the spindle. The tracks are numbered starting from 0 from the outer edge of the platter. The number of tracks per inch on the platter measures how tightly the tracks are packed on a platter. Each track is divided into smaller units called sectors. A sector is the smallest individually addressable unit of storage. The track and sector structure is written on the platter by the drive manufacturer using a low-level formatting operation. The number of sectors per track varies according to the drive type. The first personal computer disk had 17 sectors per track. Recent disks have a much larger number of sectors on a single track. There can be thousands of tracks on a platter depending on the physical dimensions and recording density of the platter. A cylinder is a set of identical tracks on both surfaces of each drive platter. The location of read-write heads is referred to by the cylinder number, not by the track number. We have a structure that represents the sectors, tracks and cylinders with spindle. Zone bit recording. Platters are made of concentric tracks. The outer tracks can hold more data than the inner tracks because the outer tracks are physically longer than the inner tracks. On older disk drives, the outer tracks had the same number of sectors as the inner tracks, so data density was low on the outer tracks. This was an inefficient use of available space. Zone bit recording uses the disk efficiently. This mechanism groups tracks into zones based on their distance from the center of the zone. The zones are numbered with the outermost zone being zone 0. An appropriate number of sectors per track are assigned to each zone, so a zone near the center of the platter has few sectors per track than a zone on the outer edge. However, tracks within a particular zone have the same number of sectors. We have a representation: platter without zones, platter with zones with sector and track. Logical block addressing. Earlier drives used physical addresses consisting of the cylinder head and sector number to refer to the specific location on the disk. And the host operating system had to be aware of the geometry of each disk used. Logical block addressing simplifies addressing by using a linear address to access physical blocks of data. The disk controller translates logical block addressing to a CHS address, and the host needs to know only the size of the disk drive in terms of the number of disks. So we have a representation for physical address and logical block address with head number, cylinder number in physical address with sector number, and in logical block address you have the block numbers to represent.